so I've dropped her off there.
Hello there.
Evening.
Hey, which raid is this?
This is the normal Emir Drassil that's supposed to be in Raid 2, but squatters are in my channel.
Okay.
Okay, that's
What?
then we're in the right spot.
Has it been
I don't
posted
know.
yet?
It is posted.
Okay,
You
I'm
got,
not finding.
Like 10 minutes. You need to be off.
Try again.
You know what? Just a second. I didn't add WME. There we go. There's a WME in it now. I got all confused and angered because someone was squatting in my channel as I was starting to make the post. It's like...
It's weird because I searched only WME and it came up.
Oh, because WME was in the note.
Oh, okay.
Not it that way. Yeah, I'll find it when I do it that way.
Go, 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 go. Woohoo! Home run!
Nice time to go get a beer before we pull.
Yeah.
The beer is.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if you're going out to get it or to make it, no. If it's in your fridge, yes.
It's on tap upstairs. I'm literally gonna go pour a beer.
Go pull a beer quick. Not sleepy, sleepy time. It's wakey, wakey time.
Yeah.
Persistent.
Is it okay to go on in?
Oh yeah, come on in.
Okay.
Yay!
Solo dungeons, you can use them.
I'm back.
Oh, are you guys full? I just saw this note that you're in raid 1.
Nope, we're not full yet.
Oh, because I tried to, and it said it was declined.
Did you include your character name in your sign up?
Oh, no, I didn't. Let me do that.
Dun, dun, dun.
Where's my quest?
Oh, thank you.
Okay, you guys can go ahead and start to clear tracks. Okay, last raid of the season. I get to do my my flight attendant spiel for the last time here. Bore you guys for a minute. So it's a 2-hour run, or when we run out of bosses, which is usually well before the 2 hours for this raid. Expected to stay on the character that you're on for the full run, be in the loot spec that you're for the role that you're playing. So tanks and tank, DPS and DPS, heals and heals, just so you're not sniping good loot from the guys that are filling those roles that are, you know, trying to look for that one special piece. I'll drop feasts at each at the beginning here, just before we start the first boss, and if we have a wipe, I'll drop another one, or at the hour point, I'll drop another one. If you're like the only person to die on a boss, please just use personal food rather than dropping down a 3,000 gold feast. Keep comms free during the bosses, but in between
poison? I'm
them,
not
you know,
really
go ahead,
sure.
blah 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 blah. Enjoy it. It's supposed to be relaxed and fun. If you got questions, feel free to ask away. We're happy to help. Tanks and healers, if you need to shout out stuff during the boss fights, feel free to jump in as you need to make sure we all stay alive and bosses are hitting the right person. We're not the loot police, don't care. It's pixels. It's end of season pixels. It's pixels that are really going to go away very soon. So, you know, just enjoy it. You'll always get the loot slots out of your vault to check. We'd take a break at an hour point, but I'm guessing we probably won't need it tonight, but we'll see where we are. That's all I've got. Hope you have fun. Hope you've had fun for the season. This is the 9th raid of the season and the last one, because it's getting stale where it's not new. Shay, your show.
What's new for me? I was gone 7 months from the game and just now coming back.
Oh,
so
welcome back.
thank you.
I know what that's like. I took a 6.5-year break at one point.
Oh wow. You forgot everything in that time.
It didn't matter what I forgot. It was a completely different game when I came back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I left just after Cataclysm started and came back pre-patch for Legion, so it was a totally different game.
Oh, I bet it was. Do I release?
No, we'll get you.
Okay.
Flame consumes all, Guardian. You are too late, champions. Even now,
Thank you.
flame and shadow twists its mind. Will you allow this
So we got Naru, big tree. He's going to stand in the middle. He's going to do a big purple cone of fire. Don't stand in that, it hurts. He's going to do a bunch of little swirlies coming out from him in spokes. You want to dodge those. If you get a great big giant red circle around you, it's normal. We don't have to hit anything with them. Just get on out of dodge and drop it as far away as you can, and then collapse back in. There'll be some ads when the ads spawn. Just AoE them down.
All right.
And that'll be phase 1.
58.
Phase
Don't
2,
do anything new.
can't really hit him, so don't waste your time.
Go ahead and log
Spread
out.
out because there's going to be a bunch of roots. After a second or two, you'll get a circle around you and you'll get set on fire.
Heard them.
Use your fire to touch the roots
Both.
and destroy them.
Either.
Once we destroyed all the roots,
All right, I gotta pay
we'll
attention.
Go vulnerable for a second and we can really lay into him. That's when we'll hero.
Log out. Go to bed.
Absolutely give him the business. And if we don't kill him in phase 2, then we restart and do phase 1 again. And rinse and repeat until he dies. Any questions?
Nope.
No.
Do you guys happen to have room for another DPS?
What do you think, Shay? Or yeah, just double check the numbers.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Okay, I'll put it back up for a second. What's your character name?
It would be Stoop Boker.
It's just listed as WME Sam. We don't have a summons for you.
Yeah,
That's all good. I'll head over.
Can I get an assist?
Yeah, picky.
Well, I can't do a countdown without an assist.
Assist, and Cat, you've got assist now too.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There is only darkness and pain. Destruction takes
Somebody just asked me if there was room for one more.
Wait. Get these ants. Get these bombs out as far out as you can. Dodge the giant cleave. Kill these ants.
Destruction takes root. The dark garden must be.
She bombs out. Dodge the cleave.
Shadow and flame take root.
Alright, phase 2. Spread out. Get ready to set some roots ablaze. Alright, hero. Kill it.
Empowered.
Now, do we have room for another DPS?
Your call, Shay. We're running 2, 4, 13 right now.
Yeah, I feel like we're overhealing this pretty hard, so yeah, that's fine. That'll fill us up though.
Tell them it's listed as Sam WME
Empowered.
and put their Discord name in.
Finally, a worthy challenge.
Akira the Cruel. Number 1 rule, do not stand on or near the tanks. He automatically hits the person nearest her target for half the damage that she was hitting them for. If you are not a tank, that is going to kill you super duper ultra fast. The rest of us are going to kind of loosely spread around where she's looking now. She'll do a bunch of blades in front of her that rather hurt, so dodge those. The most common mechanic throughout the fight is going to be she's going to mark a bunch of people with spears. We're going to put our spears on these colors. It is completely fine to stand in one other person's spear. In fact, I prefer you do that so that they're nicely grouped up. However, do not stand in more than one person's spear because that's going to be too much damage and you're probably going to die. Do not double blink all the way out into the distance and end up out here because we have to DPS that spear to free you, and if you're off in the distance, you're not going to get free. So stay in nice and close, put those there. Everybody else try to get out of the circles and then collapse back in. Once the circles are down, pop the spears so they're free, and we can continue on with our lives. After a little bit, she's going to knock us back, and we're going to have to go soak something. There's going to be a circle on the left, on that tree, back here, on this guy, and over there on that triad. First, we're going to soak the one on the left. Everybody gets in. And then as soon as the circle disappears, you're going to have to dodge a bunch of swirlies, and she'll gain a new ability. On the one on the left, it'll be a big soak. We'll all collapse in, soak it, and then we will spread back out. When she soaks this one in the back, she will gain a leap. She will jump to the farthest person, and then after a second or two, she'll jump back to the new farthest person. Just don't be in either landing zone, it will hurt. And on the rare chance that we get the one on the right, she'll put a bunch of circles around people, and you'll have to get out, but not too far because the healers have to heal that debuff off, or you're going to die. Other than that, it's a bunch of rinse and repeat until they die. Any questions?
I was in the wrong place, so I'm trying to queue up.
Five, four, three, two.
You listing for the boss fight? I'll pop it back up again after we're done this one.
Go ahead, hero. Here's the blades. You want to dodge those?
Right.
Those are the spears. Stack them up. Not bad. A little more overlap than necessary, but otherwise good. Blades to dodge. Spears. Alright, here's our knockback. We're soaking over here on the left. And now we're dodging the swirlies. Alright, new mechanic is a soak, so don't get too far away. But first up is spears.
Right.
Oh, everybody in. And back up. Next up, spears again. Folks, everybody in.
Empowered.
Got blades to dodge. And then spears. Blades, spears, and this next spears, you gotta clear super fast because it'll be soaking time
Left.
6 seconds after. Clear these spears super fast. Jump, everybody soak, now dodge. Alright, new mechanic is she's going to jump. Just don't be in the spot where she's going to land. But first, spears. That's where she's jumping. Don't be there. And she's coming
back, don't be there either.
Spears, or should we just die? And we'll go left.
The screams were beginning to bore me.
Screams were beginning to bore me.
Okay, I'll get this posted. Play one last time here. Oops. Back. Start. Alright, if our new person's in channel with us, it's listed as WME Sam. We have no summons, so hopefully you made your way here.
I have opened the dreamways for you. Tread carefully. The creatures within are not welcome.
The Emerald Dream will serve as fuel for the Firelands.
Smoldron.
Maybe is it you that's joining us? Because I know you're not in group right now.
Empower.
Accept that. I'm back.
Okay. Do you have a DPS spec?
No, I do not.
Does one of our other current healers have a DPS spec? Because we really don't need 5 healers.
I do.
You or Pally McBeal there, Shay.
I will let Pally do it. It's easier to raid lead from ranged. Keep trying to heroic lead.
I know it's
my movement speed.
all characters should come with heroic leap now.
Agree.
It's the forbidden fruit that's been tasted by all in Remix, and now we want it. Some of those scrolls of summoning would come in handy right about now too.
Those they should just add to the game.
They should.
Half the warlocks I know don't even like summoning people, so they shouldn't even complain.
Only thing I like to summon with my warlock is a Doom board.
Empowered.
I need a target.
Fire has a voracious appetite, but it pales in comparison to the hunger of Volcaros.
Alright, observe the tail, the giant shadow. Smoosh you, you'll die.
It is too far away.
But you'll reset my grief torch. And no, I don't have that weak aura.
I forgot to give you the regard. I'm sorry. I'm terrible.
No, I wouldn't use it for a WME raid. LFR, however. I've been running characters up to 463 eye level to get them into LFR to get bronze bullion to buy transmogs with. And I was able to get a character with 428 item level up to 463 in an hour and 45 minutes.
Nice.
How'd you do that?
I did the weekly. Honest God, all I did was the weekly, and I had to buy 2 pieces of gear from the Dream Surge vendor.
Still have to decide what my odd's going to be for next expansion. I'm thinking monk, actually. Give me just a second to play with groups. Switched. Alright, that should work. Alright, take a look at your groups. Odd groups are going left, even groups are going right. And I'll tell you when to go right here in just a second. Alright, so we're fighting Volacross. We're going to hear right at the very beginning. Do big damage. There's also going to be a bunch of pulsing AoE. It's a great time for a cooldown defensive. Got a couple of things going on in this fight. There's going to be a circle around a couple of people. It'll start big, and if you're in someone else's circle, it hurts, and then it'll get smaller. And if you're in that circle, it really hurts. So don't be in either. There's going to be a bunch of swirlies on the ground that you need to dodge. Don't stand in them. The tail will continue to happen throughout the fight. It really hurts. If you're not top doc, you're probably going to die. And then there's the pulsing AoE. And then every once in a while, there's going to be two giant swirly soaks. We must soak those. If we don't soak them with enough people, the floor just fills up with fire and we wipe. When you soak it, you're going to get bounced out after the soak. Make sure you get bounced in the direction that you're going. So 1 and 3, you're going to want to be on the left side of your circle so that you can get bounced to the left. And 2 and 4, you're going to be on the right side of your circle so that you can be bounced to the right. You also make sure you're in the right circle for the first 2. After that, it will be impossible to be in the wrong circle. The hitbox is gargantuan. You can melee him from dang near the middle of this ring that we're on, so you do not need to crowd all up at the rim. There is plenty of space for ranged and melee and everybody to get out of everybody's circles. Easy peasy, no problem. And that's the fight. We just keep rinsing and repeating and getting bounced around the circle. We'll meet at the other end, and if he's not dead by then, we've got troubles, but I don't think we'll have that problem.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Empowered.
Serpent's Fury, great time for a defensive. There's the circles. And there's the tail. Watch the tail. There's some swirlies to dodge. There's some more tail action. Watch the tail.
You don't know how accurate that is. Bella just came in the room.
More swirlies. Watch the tail. Alright, here's the soak. Be in it and get bounced in the right direction. Serpent's Fury. Great time for a defensive. Watch the tail. Watch the tail. Swirlies. Watch the tail. We're gonna get tail pools pretty quickly after each other. Or the boss just dies. Not even Ash.
Not even Ash will remain when I'm finished with you.
How did you know?
Man, it's almost like I've been here before.
Oh, so Bella is doing her best to do a goblin impression. She got into one of the wife's paint things, green, chewed a hole in it, and then all over her mouth, and then she decided to roll in it on the floor too. So she had green paint all over her face and her back.
Hug this left wall. Once you go past the first ads anyway.
Witness to the purity of flame and be consumed.
Jump right over. Wow, levitation makes that easy.
Hey, you got to pull in the back.
Just hug the wall on your way down. Guide him over. Healer's reward anyway, right?
I was gonna bring him back.
Big guys.
More stuff to the back.
Scatter your remains across the firelands.
Beast down.
So we got Laradar. Number one rule, don't be in front of Laradar. He does all kinds of mean things in front of him, and unless you're a tank, you don't want any of that. The rest of us are all going to hang out pretty much close to his butt, because we want everything to spawn around that area. He's going to spawn some ads. We're going to DPS those down super duper ultra fast, because we want them dead so that the healers can heal them up, because then they will go to the middle and heal up the little green seed of life. He'll do a big charge. Don't worry, he's coming right back. Don't get hit by that unless you're the tank. It hurts. There's a bunch of swirlies on the ground. We just want to dodge those. And then once the seed in the middle has some juice in it with its percentage above it, go ahead and click on it if you feel so inclined, and you'll start spreading green life. And use your green life spread to clear this nasty black stuff that will be encroaching on our nice play space. Also, a little bit after the ads are dead, some roots are going to spawn, and they're really obnoxious, and they zoom around and they root people into place, and if you spray them with the green stuff, they stop moving. As soon as the roots spawn, we want to turn around and pop them, because the healers need to heal that too, so that we can have a safe place to live when he does his great big bang attack. And that'll be pretty much our rinse and repeat all throughout his lifetime until he gets to about 25%, at which time it turns black, he gets all weird, and we can't clear the red stuff anymore, so we need to have done a good job of cleaning that before we get there. We'll hero there, and that will start phase 2. Phase 2, you still don't ever want to be in front of the boss because now he's going to make it so that you can't be healed, but you can steal life from other players. So the tank is going to come hang out on his butt like us, and we're going to stand in his big white circle so that we can keep him alive. There's going to be individual soak swirlies that at least one person needs to be in. Don't want to let any of those go off. And there's still going to be some stuff to dodge, and there's going to be a great big circle. You just get your great big circle out and pop a defensive, and we just wail on him there until he dies. Any question?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Empowered.
Some ads. There they are. Kill them fast. Don't let them cast. Do not want a hero there.
Roots are up.
Roots are up. Hit him with some green stuff. DPS kill him.
We'll just work around it. Everybody loves phase 2, Shay.
Do they? Do they really though?
10, 9, 8.
We still got
7,
good juice in
6,
the.
5,
There you
4,
go.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, everybody in the shield. Did that AMS land on top of the thing and not give us any of it? Alright, group up around his buttocks, because we're gonna get some ads. Yep, ads are up. Turn around and kill him. Dodge the swirlies.
Empowered.
Should be seeds soon. Or not seeds, roots. There they are. Roots are up. They're right smack dab in the middle. Kind of hard to see. Oh, that's phase 2. This would be where we hero. Stand on his rear. These are the solo soaks, one person in each. Oh, the ads. I forgot the ads. Just a stun, slow, snare, freeze. Anything you can do to these is great. We'd rather not deal with them. Alright, solo soaks, one person in each. There's gonna be big Whirlies to dodge. Oh, and the obnoxious tornadoes. And solo soaks, one person in each.
Empowered.
He was twisted beyond redemption, but we will mourn him still. Thankfully, the seed of life remains unharmed. Take care, champions. The seed of life is volatile in mortal hands. With the power of this seed, Amirdrasil will be defended. Firok will not succeed.
The other rests within a hallowed sanctum. Retrieving it will be difficult. Champions, what lies ahead is a sacred space within the Emerald Dream. Any intruder to the dream will be attacked, no matter the purity of their intentions.
Yeah, I just couldn't believe when I went over to the transmog vendor. It still said there's like 231 items to get from him.
Jeez. Well, all those mythic appearances.
Yep. I'm at 82 bronze so far. I got a couple more characters ready to run next week that I didn't run this week. It was all over the map for getting the bronze too. Like I had some characters get 6, 7, and one got 2.
Huh. I thought it was supposed to be like almost a guaranteed drop off of a big thing if you were behind.
I thought so too. Not so much so.
Suppose I should spend mine on some transmog. Buy one of those swanky rings, but I don't have a way to proc it.
Which ring?
The Broodkeeper and Aeronog rings.
Your weapon pocket.
Oh, yeah.
And the dream, what's it called? The Emerald Dream guys, their head enchant procs it as well.
Yeah, I run the Aeronog one on my paladin. Who's holy?
I could buy both, but I don't wanna, cause then I lose my food buff.
Hey, how much more are you doing this season?
That's also true.
Empowered.
Probably not at all anything. actually.
No, exactly. I mean, I'm not pushing Keystone Hero this season. I got my KSM. That's good enough. Not even doing it on a second character.
If I could get a group, I would. I just don't feel like putting it. Plus, I don't think I'd get anything. I already have the shoulder insurance. Alright. Got a good old council fight. 3 bosses, all kinds of abilities that interact. First up, we're gonna start over here. We're gonna start walloping on Urktos and Erwin. Urktos has a nasty cleave. Never ever be in front of him unless you're a tank. He is going to make you bleed, and then you're going to die. Occasionally, he will charge. We all want to soak that charge because the more people we put in it, the less damage it does at the end. And occasionally he is going to do a big giant rage that we will have to interrupt by turning him into a duck. Which we can do because Pip will occasionally turn bunches of people into ducks. You can run around, collect a bunch of green pools on the ground. After you've picked up a couple of pools, you'll be able to unduck yourself by pressing number 2. However, you want to make sure no one is in your circle when you unduck yourself because you will stun them and they will probably not appreciate that. However, if Urktos is currently red and angry, unducking yourself on Urktos, we will all appreciate. Pip will occasionally also try to push us around, which is kind of obnoxious. And then eventually, if he gets that far, he'll do Song of the Dragon. He's going to put a shield on you, and if you still have that shield when his song expires, you are stunned for like 15 seconds. You just need to take damage. There's going to be green pools. You just step in a green pool until your shield goes away, and then you're good to go. The green pools are thrown out by Erwin. She does it all the time. Every green pool that's out is a ticking dot on the raid, so we want to clear those as much as we can, but we want to leave a couple in the center so that we have a place to clear Song of the Dragon. Clear those by running through them when you're a duck. On normal, I think you can clear 2, and then you have to unduck yourself. Make sure you get your 2 before you unduck, unless the only one left is in the middle, in which case just patiently wait out the debuff. Erwin will also try to pull us all into her with a bunch of vines until the tanks shoot her with Urktos' charge. So if you're trying to get pulled in, make sure you're between her and Urktos so that the charge hits you like it should and also hits her. And like any classic council fight, they all gotta die at the same time. So we're gonna start by heroing and cleaving off of Erwin onto Urktos and walloping them both down. After hero ends, Erwin is usually nearly dead and will hard swap to Pip. Wail on him, he's obnoxious, he jumps all over the place. We'll keep cleaving onto Urktos as we can, and then when we get them down to like 10 or so percent, we will watch very closely and adjust our DPS so that they die at the same time or very close to it. Any questions?
Can you use Will to Survive to get out of the shield stun?
I think so, but it's better to just duck into the stuff.
Okay.
You want single target or cleave?
Whatever you like. It's 6 one and a half dozen the other.
4, 3.
Towards the end, you end up pushing single target most of the time anyway, so it's one of those. This is very much a balance fight.
Ooh, my blue was off.
Empowered.
Breathe deep and die. Venomous strike.
Alright, here's the charge. Get in. Alright, someone put their duck on Urktos. And then we'll switch to Pip. Someone unduck themselves on Urktos. Quick, quick, quick. Well done. Little collateral damage, but it's okay.
You're gonna want to move Urktos away relatively soon. He's gonna get too low too quick here.
Yep, so just kill Pip. charge. Get in it. That's weird. Alright, don't even touch Urktos. Keep wailing on Pip.
Empowered.
Get Pip to about 30 and then we'll swap. Alright. Soak is going towards what's her name? Make sure to soak it. Alright, switch to Airwind. Just Airwind, don't touch Pip.
Breathe deep and die. Creeping
Alright, spread your DPS. Pick your favorite one or the one that's got the highest health. That means Pip now. Pip and Urktos. Get off of Airwind. Pip and Urktos. Way ahead. Perfectly even. Very nice. Airwind's a little bit ahead.
Soak.
Take damage to clear your song and kill Airwind quick, quick, quick.
It pains me to see them fall, but we must obtain the seed of life if we are to succeed.
I happen to come up with a pole arm that I won. Does anybody want it? $4.99.
Well, they probably would have rolled on it if they wanted it. There's not a lot of loot that's needed for people right now, so it's mostly greed rolls, I'm thinking.
Okay.
The guardian of the seed will never relent. They will die to keep it from it.
You are within the verdant matrix.
Ugh.
A series of gossamer threads that order the dream. So delicate, the slightest disturbance would collapse the entire structure.
Empowered.
Like Kingdom for a tank that would, taunt and interrupt.
You gotta kick that thing before it can take any damage. Hey, buddy.
I do not have a target. I need to target something
Pass
first.
here. You must be eradicated.
We got Naimu. Remember your groups. 1 and 3 are still going to go left. 2 and 4 are still going to go right. This fight is about these lovely lines on the ground and soaking stuff. If you cross the lines, you get a debuff. The debuff hurts a little bit, not too much if you only do it once. 2 starts to hurt a little bit, 3 starts to hurt a whole bunch, and 4 is going to kill you. However, if you're on the green stuff, it both clears your stacks and you can cross willy-nilly. So just keep that in the back of your mind. When we fight her, she's going to have these lines. We're going to DPS her down. But most importantly, there's going to be lots of soaks. Always be soaking. If you're not standing in a soaky circle, you're probably wrong, because every soak circle that's up adds to the ticking dot that's ticking on the rate. It's totally okay to run through a line to get to a soak, and it's completely fine to run through 2 lines to go to a soak. Got to do more than that. You might want to hang out, wait for your debuff to fall off, and then go through. So we're going to soak. We're going to... Oh, she also does these lovely lines that come out from her that get bigger as they travel that stun you for like 8 or 9 seconds. It's really quite obnoxious. You don't want to get hit by those. So we're going to dodge those lines. We're going to soak. We're going to wail on the boss. The tanks are going to be zipping off to the sides with an explosive and just stay out of their way and don't get in the explosion with them. Then she's going to cast a big bloom thing in a half circle in front of her. Everybody's going to get out of that except for the tanks. Once the tanks get hit, they're going to start leaving a trail of green stuff. You're going to want to get in that and run to the sides where the markers are already placed. And you will fight the kind of ad that we just killed. Someone's got to kick it so we can start killing it. You're going to kill it. There might be some soaks over there. There's going to be some swirlies to dodge and a great big cone to dodge. Once it's dead, we're going to run back. We're all going to group up on red. Right there. Because there's going to be a bunch of pulsing AoE damage, and we want to have it be nicely grouped up for those AoE heals. After that, she's going to move the lines a bit, and then we're going to do the exact same thing again until phase 2 again, which is exactly the same, and we'll rinse and repeat until she dies. Any questions?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You do not belong here.
Empowered.
All right. There are little silky swirlies. Bind them and get at them.
The dream binds you. The weave cannot change.
All right, here come the stun lines. There they are.
The dream binds you. The weave cannot change.
Just keep soaking, just keep dodging, just keep DPSing. We're going to split out to our sides in 8 seconds.
Protect the dream.
All right, follow your tank in the green off to your side. Kick the ad and kill it.
All agents of change
Back to
must
red.
be purged.
Up for heals. And spread back out to rinse and repeat.
Empowered.
And the soaks are out.
You want hero?
Tethered to destruction.
Oh, yeah, we can hero.
Cannot change.
Here come the lines. Don't get stunned. Do keep soaking.
The dream binds you. Alterations bring calamity. Tethered to destruction. A grievous sacrifice, but one we shall not waste. Rest well, dear one. Be wary, heroes. The seed of life is volatile to handle. With this seed of life, we are one step closer to stopping Firak.
The seeds of life are in place. Amir Drasil awaits our defense. And Firak, my wrath.
Champions, lend your strength to hasten their growth.
Oh, so for whoever's asking about how I put Sam in my name, like I said, there's name to chat was one add-on that does it. There's another one that people use called, I think it's called Incognito. So there's a couple of different ways of getting that.
Wait, incognito tells everybody your name?
Yeah, I know, it's kind of ass backwards.
Alright, watch out for the fire. It bounces you. So we got Smolderon, which is all about positioning. He's got two things he does in phase 1, and then we go into phase 2, and then we go back into phase 1. Easy peasy. Phase 1, he's going to give half the raid circles and half the raid not circles. If you have a circle, you're going to want to hang out behind him, assuming that forward is clockwise and behind him is counterclockwise. And just spread out so you don't stand in anybody else's fire. If you don't have a circle around you, you're going to want to go stand on the tank because you have to soak. Once you soak, you're going to get a debuff on you that's a heal absorb. The healers are going to have to pump through it. Once they pump through it, you're going to drop a little swirling on the ground. You just don't want to stand in that. It kind of hurts. Then, after both of those mechanics have happened, after a second or two, he's going to pick a bunch of people and put a circle. He's going to fire a lava spout at them. Going to put a circle on the ground that's not going away. We only got this one little circle to play with, so we don't want to put those in outer Slabovia. So once you're done spreading and soaking, you want to come up and be behind where he was. So for the first one, it's going to be on blue or a little bit behind blue. And we'll put our circles there. Then we'll move the boss a little bit forward. He's going to do the exact same set of mechanics, and whatever you didn't get the first time, you're going to get. The circle people are going to go soak, and the soakers are going to get circled. Same thing. As soon as you can, you want to collapse back to where we came from, so all our fire is in a nice... There'll be a circle around you. It'll follow you. And you want to get out of the way. And then he'll shoot a circle at you that you... It'll just appear and it won't follow you. And that one's not going away. The most important bit is just, when you're doing your mechanic, don't go dodging this way. And if you do, be ready to book it back to where we were. And we'll just slowly move around the fight. Because if we come back around to where we started and the boss isn't dead, we're going to have a terrible time. Once he's done each mechanic to each person, he's going to jump to the middle and phase 2 will start. He's going to knock you back, so don't be hanging out too far back. Generally, around this ring is just the best place to be. He's going to knock you back, and he's going to knock 5 orbs out of you. Only you can see these orbs. Only you can pick up these orbs. You need to pick up all 5. Everyone you pick up gives you a damage and healing buff. Everyone you don't pick up gives the boss a damage and healing buff. And while yours only lasts 15 seconds, his will last the remainder of the fight. To pick up all your orbs, then we will hero and give him the absolute business because we're all buffed up with bonus damage. At the same time, there's going to be a ring of fire that's going to be slowly collapsing and advancing. Just don't stand in the ring of fire. Everywhere that's not fire is safe, including that little circle that he's currently standing on. If it's not fire, it is also safe. Once we've dodged a bunch of rings and done a bunch of damage, he'll go right back into phase 1, and we will continue just to rinse and repeat until the boss dies. Any question?
think I got it.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Empowered.
Soak.
3,
Alright, if you got a circle, go
2,
back. If you don't have a circle,
1.
get in.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
And then make your way back the way we came.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Drop your circles.
Bait.
Lovely. Couple steps more forward if you can, tanks.
10.
Alright, spread out with your circles.
8.
If you don't have a circle, soak.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bait.
And stand next to old fire for the lava geysers. Not terrible.
Those were gorgeous. Especially with some first timers.
Alright, we're gonna get knocked back. Pick up your 5 balls. And hero. Dodge these lava waves. Alright, back to phase 1, rinsing and repeating.
Soak.
Circles out. If you don't have a circle, go soak.
1, 10, 9, 8, 7.
And then when you're done dodging,
6,
come
5,
back into this little corner so
4,
you can't get some fire in
3,
here.
2, 1.
Bait.
Empowered.
I've seen better. Alright, rinsing and repeating. If
10,
you don't have a circle, soak.
9,
If you do have a circle,
8,
get out of dodge.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Collapse back.
1.
Bait.
Those geysers are pretty good. He's going to the middle. Get ready to get knocked back and collect your little fireballs. Dodge the fire while you give him what's up.
Champions, to me when you are ready. Farak will fall.
Collect your loot. Talk to the green dragon.
I think we'll take 5 here. Actually, there's still 2 bosses left.
Yep, that works fine.
Yay.
So we'll get up to the top. Once we get people up there, we'll start the RP so that you guys can all move away from it. And then take 5, hit the head, grab a drink, stretch the legs, whatever you need to do. I'll get the RP started here, so dodge him.
Pity I do not have time to eradicate you myself.
Oh man, excellent troll. I told him to go AFK and now we're gonna kill him.
Feel free to make it excruciating. This shall be music to your ears.
On dodge him.
Need to figure out. I guess I'm gonna give you guys the big thing summary and him the little thing. I don't know if it'll last a week. I don't know. Gotta figure out some strange there.
Yeah, my spreadsheet building's done.
Hmm?
Oh, I was building a spreadsheet for the raid leaders for before we start next season with they can put their name, pick a color, and then fill out their which raid channel they want to be in and the time window that they want to block it out for themselves.
Oh. So this never happens again.
Yeah.
These punks.
I will find a solution.
Alright. Ready, check to see if everybody's back. Pretty sure the people that aren't back know the fight, so it's fine. We'll get started. So we're going to fight him pretty much where he's standing now to start with. And we pretty much want to congregate right around his feet. Oh, hold on.
Phil's chasing his rat dog around outside.
All right. So you want to hang around behind him unless you have a way to get yourself out of roots or snares, because one of the things he's going to do is root everybody, and you can either clear those instantly with an ability, or you can DPS your way out of it. So we want to group up so that everybody can help DPSing out, unless you can just clear your own. So don't be out in the distance and then be like, nobody cleared me. Well, you should have been in the stack. He's going to pick 3 people. He's going to give up a big circle around him, and you're going to want to run backwards. And by backwards, I mean if there's a line between him and blue, you want to continue that line. I'll come over here. Because we've got to dispel you, and you're going to drop a big circle of fire. And we do not want to put a big circle of fire over there, because we're going to go that way next. After we drop our fire, we'll move a little bit. There's lots of stuff to dodge. There's going to be little blue swirlies. There's going to be great big giant pillars of fire. All kinds of stuff. Nothing is good. Don't soak it. Dodge everything. After we've DPS'd him enough, he's going to turn himself into a bird, try to fly away, which will push us back. Don't get pushed back into any fire. And then he's going to drop a bunch of feathers on the ground. You got to run over a feather. Once you run over a feather, you can get on your dragon mount and fly to the next platform. Next platform, everything's the same. We're going to land. He's going to have a big shield and be doing pulsing AoE. We'll hero then, do big damage, pop the shield, and continue to wail on him. Everything is the same, except now, potentially, he'll spawn some seeds. We must run over the seeds. If a seed is unrun over and gets to sprout, it sprouts a tree that does pulsing fire damage for the duration of the fight, and it's a lot, and we'll probably die. So run over the seeds. After we DPS him on that platform and continue to dodge the blue swirlies, the pillars of fire, continue to stack up for the roots, and take our dispels out, he'll turn into a bird, he'll fly away, we get our feathers, we chase after him, we land. Phase 3, exactly the same as Phase 2, except now there's ticking damage constantly, so the healers are definitely not bored. We'll continue to do the exact same thing, giving him all we got, still can't let any seeds go off until he dies. And that is the fight. Any question?
Take a second, dispels.
5, 4,
Which is single target dispel
3,
him. Just look at one and dispel him.
1.
Your usefulness has ended.
Empowered.
Alright, group up for roots. Alright, giant pillars of fire. Get ready to dodge them. And group back up for roots. Dodge the swirlies. Dodge the giant pillars of fire.
Answers to me.
Right, get in a feather. Then you can get on your mount. You can fly. While we're flying, you'll see green and you'll see red. Green is good, red is bad. Don't fly into the fire. Do fly into the green. And once the green has been picked up, there will be the little winds that give you speed. Those are helpful too. And fire is the opposite of helpful. It is unhelpful. Alright, hero, let's kill this man.
Empowered.
roots. Yeah. And instant phase. Get ready for some feathers. Get on your mount. And off we go. Be advised the fire now moves to make your life more interesting. Alright, get on down, group up for heals, pop the span shield. First up's gonna be dispels. Run out with those. Oh, alright, we'll just move the boss.
Rise from carnage. Snarl.
Group up for roots.
You want to move them a fair bit so we don't get mush or the seeds behind that fire.
Bunch of swirlies to dodge.
Should be good there.
And then the big pillar.
Empowered.
Seeds in 10. Just commit. Kill the boss.
Ashes to ashes, what a pity. When you are ready to die, find me. I await you on the cusp of my ascension.
Yeah, did you mount up just a smidge too early?
Looks a lot like it.
I hate when that happens.
Alright. Drop for rock. 3 phases and an intermission. All kinds of fun. Lots of mechanics. Good times. We're gonna start over here. Don't jump the pole. He jumps to the first person that touches him. If you jump the pole timer, we will know because you'll be dead. So don't do that. We're gonna start over here. Throughout this fight, never ever stand in front of Farak unless you're the tank. He does all kinds of mean things in a line to the tank, and you don't want any of that. We're gonna stand behind him. There's going to be a bunch of swirlies to dodge, but most importantly, back where we started up here, there's going to be a row of black shadowy flame that's ever so slowly moving towards the boss. Several people are going to get a black and red circle around you. If you do, you want to get back so that you are almost touching that line. Do not be like, hey, I'm doing DPS, I'm just going to step over to this little corner here and drop my thing here, it'll be fine. I'm doing my DPS because DPS matters. Nope, you've killed us. Don't do that. Run, and you want to get as far towards the middle as you can because it's not a perfect square and the middle is slightly farther back than the rest of it is. Because if that line of black touches those little greeny roots down at the bottom, we instantly die. So you're going to run that out. After a bit, you're going to have a debuff. The healers are dispelling it. Don't worry about it. Then he's going to do a great big thing where he tries to suck us in and blow up. We're just going to run across the room, over to purple, and do the exact same thing again. Dodge the swirlies, put our black stuff against the black line, don't get hit by the tank frontal, etc., etc. And we just ping pong back and forth until he phases. When he phases, he's going to jump up and he's going to land in the middle of this room as a big giant dragon and breathe shadowy flame against the pretty flower. Don't be between him and the pretty flower or you're going to die. We do want to be in a half circle around his rear because he's going to give a shield on himself and channel that fire into the pretty flower. We've got to DPS the heck out of that shield, and he's going to be pulling motes of shadow flame into him, and we need to catch all of those by running into them. Don't let any of them touch him. After we've wailed on him long enough, he's going to jump away, then he's going to come back down as a human. Tanks are going to grab him, take him pretty much to where he is now, and we're going to hero and just wail on him. While we're wailing on him, he's still going to do his frontal on the tanks, so don't get hit by that. There's going to be 2 big swirlies on people, and you need to keep those, put those next to the boss, but not on anything or anyone, and they're going to spawn 2 big giant infernals, which we will need to kill very quickly. He'll do a big line of black death that instantly kills you, so don't be touched by that. And once the big black line is done, there's going to be a bunch of adds left over. We need to kill those quickly, but throughout that fight, the spirits of night elves are going to be spawning on the back here and ever so slowly walking forward towards the flower. The healers are going to be desperately trying to heal those up, so don't take any unnecessary damage. And if those night elf spirits get touched by any of the mechanics, they stop being happy night elf spirits and they become angry night elf spirits, and we have to kill them. Also, those things are healing the flower and prolonging the fight, so we definitely don't want them to get hit. So when that black line appears, we have to clear the space that the spirits are going to walk through ASAP. Our DPS is high enough, we shouldn't have to worry about bouncing them, we should just be able to kill them. He'll come back and jump away a few times during that fight, and we'll just keep wailing on him and killing all of the stuff while the healers are healing the adds, until such time as he jumps away and comes back as a big dragon and lands in the middle of the room, starting phase 3. To start phase 3, there's going to be a bunch of seeds on the ground around him. We need people to pick up the seeds. If you feel confident in doing it, do it. But if you see a seed near you is unpicked up, pick up a seed. Once you've picked up a seed, you can't get hit by any mechanic, otherwise it destroys the seed and does a bunch of pulsing AoE that makes us sad. To that end, we're all going to kind of congregate right around back here by yellow. If you get a red tornado around you, you're going to run off to the side as far this way as you can to drop your tornado, because we don't want your tornado hitting any of our seed people. There's going to be just generic swirlies to dodge and a classic dragon breath that you need to dodge. After a little bit into that fight, he's going to get ready to do a big knockback damage attack. One person is going to run over to yellow, use their extra action button to drop their seed on the ground, which will create a safety zone. You must dip a toe at least into the safety zone, otherwise that big knockback is going to kill you. If you get a mechanic while you have a seed, you can use your extra action button to put it down and run off, and then come back and pick it up, or someone else will pick it up for you. If we keep dropping seeds, we keep doing damage, we kill the boss, collect loot. Any questions?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Feel the bite of Virala!
Swirlies to dodge.
Empowered.
There's the swirlies to dodge. Get your circles as close to the black as you can, as far back as you can. Run away! Run across the room to purple. Alright, get those as far back in black into the black as you can. Alright, phase change. Get ready to group up around behind him. Don't let an orb touch him. Phase 2. He's gonna knock us back a bit here. Then we run over this way. Alright, if you look off to the right, you can see
Empowered.
Night Elf spirits.
Surrender, Varrock. You cannot win.
Keep dreaming, little one. Your mother is not here to save you. Destruction Raid!
Dodge the swirlies.
Yggdrasil must not fall.
Run and hide, weaklings!
There's the big black line of death. Don't be in it.
Fall under my wing.
Kill these ads. The ads in the middle are the most important. That's where the Night Elves are coming.
Feel the blight of Virala!
Shop those ads and then back on the boss.
Fall to my wrath! This tree will not fall.
The dream will never yield to you, monster.
In your
Just check and see when you're using your knockback that you're not putting the ads back into the path of the friendly ads coming.
fall to my wrath! Destruction reigns! Our lives are sworn to a Yggdrasil. Run and hide, weaklings!
Big black line. Don't be in it.
Fall under my wing.
Empowered.
Watch out, tanks and DPS.
Yggdrasil must not fall.
Good.
Feel the blight of Virala! Our lives are sworn to a Yggdrasil.
A Yggdrasil is under my protection, fiend.
How did your protection work out for your children? Fall to my wrath!
I'm pretty sure he's phasing based on health pretty soon.
25.
That is it.
Missed.
Nope, stage 3. Get ready to pick up seeds. We never did hero, so go ahead and hero now. Once you pick up a seed, do not get hit by a
10,
mechanic.
9, 8, 7,
Here comes the breath. Dodge,
5,
dodge, dodge. I got a seed over here
4,
needs to get picked up.
3, 2, 1.
Get your tornadoes out as can.
10, 9,
In 7 seconds, I'll drop my seed in the middle. Get ready to get there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your screams fuel the inferno.
toad in, you're good.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Dodge the breath.
5, 4, 3,
Empower.
2, 1.
I dropped seed. Good time to go.
Roar in 6 seconds. In 6 seconds, we're getting to the middle. Or you could just die. I like that better.
All right, everybody. Good work. That was the last raid of the season. We'll start back up again in the first season of the next X-Pack, which is supposed to start the second week of September, if I remember correctly. So it'd be like the, let me get a calendar up here. September 10th. September 15th will be our first Sunday night raid in War Within. We'll get information out on item level requirements the week before that. The season starts on the 10th. First raid will be on the 15th for us. Look forward to seeing as many of you there as can make it. Have a great summer.
Thank you.
Thanks for the
Thank
runs
you.
off.
I had a
Thank you very
blast.
much.
Thank you.
Keep it real.
There is much to be done.